Our next speakers are Tahreem Jamadar and Siddhartha Kumar from India. They are now joining us from Mechatron Robotics franchise opportunity for edupreneurs. You heard it right, edupreneurs. So, gentlemen, are you with us right now? Can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's glad to have you with us right now. And I would like to ask you to go ahead. The stage is yours. We can't wait to hear your presentations.
Okay. Thank you so much, Daniel, for the invite and giving us an opportunity to be the part of this conference and share our experience and journey with everyone over here. So I am Tahreem Jamadar, and we have with us Mr. Siddhartha Kumar, founder of Mechatron Robotics. So I'll quickly share my screen and take you through the presentation. Just to let me know if my screen is visible. Is it visible?
Sure, we have the screen. You can begin the presentation.
Yeah, thank you. So to begin with, let me give you all a quick overview of who we are. So Mechatron Robotics is actually an education division. We have our parent company, that is Neurapsys Technologies. Under Neurapsys Technologies, we are mainly into industrial applications where we work with artificial intelligence, machine learning technologies to solve various business challenges, problems in the industry. So the main purpose and the motive to start this Edtech division was, so far we have seen there is a huge gap between the education system and the industrial requirement. I must say everyone over here would agree with me. So in order to bridge this gap, we started this Edtech division where we focus on providing a platform for the students where they can actually learn and innovate with projects. We focus on imparting knowledge, like practical knowledge with project-based learning and practical exposures to the students so that they can learn with high level of interest. You know, like we have noticed that the students are not practically connected with the projects or the subjects that they are learning. So in order to have that practical connections with the subjects that they are learning. Okay, so this is how the Mechatron Robotics comes into existence. We started in 2018. Since then, we have trained over 50,000 plus students through various courses, workshops across the world. Our main aim and motive is to transform and bring in the culture where the students get a platform, learn to innovate with projects, with the technological tools in this field of robotics and AI. So moving ahead, so as per some of the market research, we figured out there are certain problems that needs to be addressed. Okay, such as there are lack of upgradation in the education systems. As we know, industry is just revolutionizing with a lot of technologies like IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning. But when it comes to education, we still don't have that practical approach to cope up with the new industrial revolution. There are lack of practical platforms where a student can learn all these skills from basic to advanced. So there are lack of these practical platforms, lack of structured curriculum, because we know, right, like in other subjects, there is a proper structured format for such as maths subjects or science. But in terms of robotics and STEM education, there is no structured curriculum because this is relatively new when compared to the other subjects. So in order to cater all these problems, we came up with a solution to provide a platform with project-based learning for the students so that they can learn. So robotics is such a platform that adds wings to your imagination, because here you're not only developing the technical skills like electronics, Arduino, Python, coding, but also learning non-technical skills as well. So here what we do at Mechatron Robotics is we not only focus on developing the technical skill of a person, but here we focus on developing non-technical skills as well, with a lot of team building activities, group presentations, so that they can learn, and there should be a proper 360-degree training to the student in terms of core technical and non-technical skills as well. And so far in our experience, we have seen a tremendous growth among the students where they have, we have actually seen them that they have engrossed while learning these projects, innovating with various projects as well. So moving ahead, it's good to see that not only in India, but the growth of STEM education is literally across the world. Like every country is promoting the STEM education with a lot of strategies, plans, policies. Like Australian education ministry, they decided about the national STEM school education strategy. In Scottish government also came up with certain strategies. In India, we have new education policies that makes mandatory for the students from fifth grade onwards to learn these courses, right? Because this is what the demand is right now in the market. So moving ahead with, like, this is all about the growth of robotics and AI. So we can see this is how the market of robotics and AI is increasing and is expected to increase in upcoming years as well. And then summarizing all the growth, here we can see how the market was in 2020 and how this market is about and expected to grow in coming few years as well. So to summarize, it is raising at a potential, like at a percentage of CAGR of 15 to 20%. So definitely we can say edtech industry is something that is booming and is expected to boom in coming years as well. So moving ahead, now as we just mentioned of who we are, how we started with, so what differentiates us with the other competitors or other people in the market is, so first is we have a holistic approach of courses because we offer both online courses as well as offline courses, so that it is like a proper bunch of software based and hardware based courses. All our courses have been accredited by STEM.org. We have years of experiences in this field, so I won't take much of a time over here. Just to summarize, we have a personalized, we focus on practical and project based learning. Moving ahead, so the common question that might arise is, why not start a complete proper business from a scratch rather than franchisee? So here it is. So when you start a franchise business, because what happens is when you're starting from a scratch, there are a lot of efforts, there are a lot of hard work that is needed to start by framing all the courses, developing the curriculum. So there are a lot of things that have been involved, the challenges and everything. So when you start as a franchise business, you are getting a brand recognition, a quick startup, a lot of guidance from the franchises, comparatively lower risk, and a huge scalability as well. So moving ahead, so there are actually a lot of reasons why business opportunities attracts in the educational robotics, but I'll just summarize and just pinpoint some of the main reasons. So the first is, this education industry is booming right now and is expected to boom, and also the great part or the advantage is this is not highly affected by the political or economic conditions or any kind of a market conditions, because this is some education is something that must go on irrespective of what is happening in the market. So, and then the most important is the parents are understanding the value of robotics. Now they know like how important robotics and STEM education is for their child, because this is what the market is demanding. This is what the future courses are, or future is all about. So there are a lot of career opportunities. So there are a lot of demand for robotics training for school students, college students as well. So definitely this is why it attracts a lot of opportunities. Then now again, why to choose, like what value do we bring as a company for our franchise partners? So the first is technical expertise. Definitely, as I said, we have a parent organization as well, so we have a strong technological background, so that we know what are the challenges, we know how to develop the courses, we have a proper process of developing, structuring the curriculum as well. And since we have been in this field since so long, we know the pain points, we know what parents expect from us, what are the students requirements. So this helps us to help our franchisee partners as well to overcome all the challenges. Next is LMS, that is Learning Management System. So this is our in-house developed product where we have developed it in order to manage all the day-to-day activities from the lead management to every activity. Then Moving on with the marketing support, definitely marketing is very important for any business to run. So we know, being in this field, we know what are the pain points of market, or like we know how to tap the leads through various digital marketing activities, the lead generation activities, SEO optimization. So this is how we add benefit to our partners as well. Moving ahead with collaboration and teamwork, definitely we believe in a concept that a business grows together. So our growing together with our franchisee partners is what we look forward. So we share our thoughts, we understand. So for example, I'll just uh, tell you a short thing is, when there is any kind of a course that our partner is looking for, there is a demand in that particular region, so we definitely develop a particular course for them so that they can run those courses and provide what exactly their students are asking for. So we work as a team together. So moving ahead, so what are the multiple sources? So as per our franchisee model, like if you're going ahead with this model, there are multiple sources that you can generate revenue through. The first is definitely the training program. So here you can offer online course or offline course. We have like almost together 20 plus courses of 48 hours of duration each course. It's a long-term course. And then we have this workshop, like short-term duration workshops to be conducted, like a summer workshop, summer camps like this. And we have this robotic kits, like these are the in-house developed robotic kits. The way we have formed the curriculum, based on that we have developed the robotic kits so they can sell to the students as well. So we help the partners to set up robotics lab. We do set up robotics labs at schools, colleges. Okay, so there is an opportunity for our partners to tie up with the schools and introduce our courses as part of a curriculum or as a part of extracurricular activity. So these are multiple ways of revenue generation with this particular franchise model. And then, so what are the franchisee requirements? Like since so long we have been talking about the franchise business. So what are the requirements? So the first is this model is definitely a value addition for those who already have an existing student base. So for example, online tutoring or some Edtech centers. So this is additional benefit for them because they have a set of student base with them. Uh, it doesn't mean that the individuals or non-technical people cannot start this. Definitely they can start this as well. But as I said, additional it's a value addition for those who already have a set of student base. Moving ahead with what could be the infrastructure required to set up this business would be all about space that could be rented or leased, either of them at the convenience. It would be almost like from 300 to 1,000 square feet of sitting arrangement capacity for a student. Then certain storage racks and robotic kits that they need at the center. So moving ahead is, okay, so moving ahead, that like as I just mentioned about the courses that we have, definitely due to the shortage of time, I might not be able to go in depth and tell you all the courses that we have, but this is the progression of the courses, which is all about coding, app development, Arduino, AI, mechanical design, Python, and a lot more. So as I just spoke about the practical implementation, the project-based learning, here is a few just project samples that you can see that the students have developed, and it has been published in the forums as well. So moving, I'll just quickly take you through. So this is, you can say, a progress of ours, like how we started, and today we have been trained so many students with 17 plus franchisees across the world, developed our LMS portal for the partners and the students with 20 plus unique courses, both in offline and online, like software and hardware based, in-house developed kits as well. So these are certain certificates that I initially mentioned about the STEM.org. We have been recognized as the promising STEM education providers as well. So this is what our presence is all about in various countries and various cities of India. And then this is the portal that I was just talking about. Like this is the LMS portal, which helps to manage all the day-to-day activities like managing leads, inquiries, registering the students, their performance evaluation, certificate generation. They can give a lot of quiz competition. It's good for the partners to track the bill and payments, the invoice generations as well. So this is our platform. This is just Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the mobile application. They are for the students as well for easy handling. And this is what just we spoke about the marketing support. So we help our partners with branding and marketing activities by providing and designing the graphics and everything for them. So this is something, feedback is very important for us to, grow and improve as well. So this is just a slide of like how our partners are happy with us. And I'll just quickly, Daniel, if I'm allowed to, I'll just quickly share a video of us. So
So basically, this is a video of the classes that we take in schools, in at different locations with our franchisee partners. A lot of competitions that where we have participated, world level competitions. So students are really excited and they have this sense of achievement when they participate. So these are some of the prestigious colleges in India like IITs and all, where we take the workshops, give them practical exposure of different things. Just a glimpse of the photos. Yes, so that was just to give you an overview of what the classes are all about, Daniel, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I think Tehreem did a great job in just going through all the things. It's not possible to go through all the things in detail, but there are a lot of things to show. And I would be happy if you have any questions to answer them.
Of course, I want to thank both of you. To explain the whole thing, just wanted to move on to you for a second, Siddhartha, and wanted to ask you, because people say there are two types of industries that are almost recession-proof and they work well in almost all industries and all economies and all cycles. And these two are called the EdMed, education and medicine. Of course, what you're offering now is the most revolutionary approach towards the field of education with the help of the internet. So what is your perspective? How well do education-based businesses do during tough economic times, and in terms of their profitability and requests, and basically, of course, the amount of demand that there is for such services in the marketplace?
So, see, before this COVID thing happened, we were mainly offline. We were taking all the courses at particular training centers with all the kits and everything. I think COVID really gave us an opportunity to expand globally. Now we have got a lot of good online courses which anyone can take sitting at any corner of the world. So now we are able to teach sitting at India. We are teaching the students of US, Canada, or Australia. So this is one of the industries where it is possible. Maybe it is difficult to do such type of online related things in other businesses, but this is totally recession proof. And that is why we have got courses where we can switch easily from offline to online modes. And this has happened with us. After second wave, a lot of training centers had opened and they had to switch back to online mode quickly. And we were able to do that because we had these type of courses where you have both the options. And now we have come up with a hybrid model where you can learn the things online and you can order the kits. So you can learn the things offline or with the kits as well. So everything is not online. So you can practice the things offline and you can learn the things online. So it is kind of a hybrid model for the students.
And one more question about this hybrid model of education, because now obviously all around the world is becoming very popular. As someone who's been in this field for a while, do you think that the hybrid model is as effective? Because maybe some say like, no, I think it's much better to do it face-to-face because you're there with the instructor. What do you think about the efficiency of hybrid model of education?
See, if I have to rank it, the first way is face-to-face and offline-based learning, and nothing can beat that, because definitely the students get more attention from the trainers, and the learning experience is definitely on a higher end. But it is better than online learning. So hybrid is very good for students where there is no training center, because in order to set up these training centers, it requires some investment. And in India or outside India as well, these type of centers are not readily available. So as of now, hybrid model is a very good model for students to switch from online, get some kits, and at least they can do all the projects offline. There are a lot of videos and the PDFs and very structured curriculum that we have developed. So it's close to that face-to-face interaction. And very soon we are planning to include things like virtual, like VR and AR, so that we can increase the experience level of the students.
Fantastic. Very nice. And one quick question, of course, I had about the overall cost involved here. So your focus is on robotics, mechatronics, and it's a very new high-tech field. Does that mean that perhaps setting up, because we had a similar case from one of our investors from Finland, it was in a similar field, but yours seems to be, of course, the very best quality, at least in terms of what we've seen so far. What about the costs? Does that mean that perhaps beginning an education franchise in this field might be a bit more expensive because of the equipment and the kits, or you believe that it's totally cost efficient and the return is pretty good?
Yes, it's totally cost efficient because we have priced it even for the individual tutors. So if anyone wants to start this sitting at their home, they can even start this business. So the price is very competitive. Just to give you an idea, right now we are pricing our franchisee fee just at around 6,000 to 7,000 USD. And if you want to buy the kits, there will be additional 7,000 to 8,000 USD for the kits. So you have got options that you can start the business just at this cost with the online mode and order the kits later. So in less than 15,000 USD, you can start this business.
Fantastic, thank you. And one quick question I had from Tareem. Tareem, what is the average age of your students, and what types of students usually do you have in your courses?
Yeah, so definitely the starting age group that we cater to is from 6 to 7 years plus. So from 6 to 7 years plus, students can definitely learn these courses. So what we usually do is definitely we have a demo session as well, where we based on the intelligence and capabilities of a student, we also recommend them like which courses they can proceed with, because sometimes like a 7 years student is also very talented to move ahead with some another level, right? So this is how we proceed with.
So starting from 6 to 7 years, it can go up to 20, 25 or 30, and there is no upper limit for that. We have got even, very experienced people, who want to learn these things. So there is no upper limit for learning these things.
Fantastic. Very nice. I want to thank both of you, Siddhartha, as well as Tareem, for your wonderful presentation. We definitely feel excited about it, and we can't wait to hear more about how your franchise expands globally, because we believe in med as well as ed, and yours is the ed part, so it's definitely going to help a lot, basically. Thank you very much to both of you. Wish you success on your ventures.
Thank you so much, Sandy.